Oh, I thought a slap was incoming.
Oh, no. Oh, I was like getting ready to swing. I'm pointing. Guys, this is the first time we are ever reacting to anything, song or album. And we actually have the actual album behind us. We went and bought it this morning. And here we are. So Guts is behind us whilst we react to Guts today.
I know. I'm so excited to listen to this album.
I am so excited.
I can't believe we're here. Like,
I know.
It feels like yesterday we were just sitting down on our little floor to listen to Sour.
I know.
Sour was such a success. I can't even imagine how she might feel trying to follow it up with a second album. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but we feel like maybe that's what she's implying with this album, like having the guts to kind of keep putting herself out there.
Yeah.
But also maybe like spilling my guts, like telling you all of my...
Yeah, all of my truths. You know, she's really been through it the last couple of years, and I think it would have been a huge life-altering experience for her to have dealt with the fame and success that came after Sour. So I'm sure that that's going to be something that she explores a little bit on this album,
absolutely.
which I'm really interested to hear her insight into all of that.
Yes, totally. It's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be a lot. I really think she's gonna have some shit to fucking say.
Okay, so the first track is called All American Bitch.
Okay.
It's very Lana Del Rey coded.
Okay. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh. No, I already
love that.
This sounds so nice. That's strong.
I am obsessed.
No idea what she just said. I am so obsessed with the vibes.
The vibes are so immaculate. Do you know what it's giving me? I simply can't cope.
Oh my God.
Do you know what it's kind of... Wait, what are you going to say?
I think I know what you're going to say, but I need you to say it first. I think you need to say it first.
I was going to say it reminds me of that song that opens 10 Things I Hate.
It's not the opening of 10 Things I Hate About You. It's when we go to her house on the first time.
Me happy, like I should be.
I knew you were gonna say that. I actually said when we listened to Bad Idea, right, that it was kind of giving me like late 90s, early 2000s vibes, like almost kind of reminded me of like The Offspring or something like that. And I feel like this is kind of fitting into that category because it immediately reminded me of 10 Things I Hate About You, which I really
late 90s.
That fucking strumming guitar. And then it was like she sung like one part of the verse and then she sung a second part of the verse and the strumming was like accompanied by like another strum, like maybe from an electric guitar or something. And then the chorus was like fucking rock. Help! She said.
Tell me.
I am light as a feather and as stiff as a board.
Wait, I'm so sorry. That just reminds me of that early 2000s, late 90s movie Craft where they do the light as a feather, stiff as a board. Does Genius say that?
It's a game played by children at slumber parties. Help. Okay.
Oh, because she's an all-American bitch. Is she trying to say she's just like other girls? Wait, keep going.
Maybe. Okay. I pay attention to things that most people ignore. And I'm all right with the movies that make jokes about senseless cruelty. That's for sure. Okay.
Okay.
This is
did she say in the
interesting.
chorus?
Yeah, chorus. I forgive and I forget. I know my age and I act like it. Got what you can't resist. I'm a perfect all-American. But she didn't actually
it
say
off. Yeah.
bitch. She just cut it off.
Coca-Cola bottles, they only used to come like got class and integrity, just like the goddamn Kennedy, I swear. With love to spare.
This has the best sound. What? I don't get angry when I'm pissed. I'm the eternal optimist. I scream inside to deal with it. You know what I am actually kind of getting? I feel like she's also...
I think she's making fun of the culture.
I think she's making fun of how like girls are expected to
behave.
She's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I behave like the girl you want me to.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, wow.
like that's, yeah.
You know, this
like
is
the
really-
lips and the hips. I don't get angry when I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I scream inside
Yeah.
to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then that outro, I feel like I was getting that energy. She said,
yeah.
all the time, I'm grateful all the time. I'm sexy and I'm kind. I'm pretty when I cry. I think she's making fun
It's
of
the
how women are
expectations.
expected to
It is.
behave.
That's fucked up. It's also kind of a lot coming, like, this is the first song on the album coming off, like, her fame from Sour and maybe, like, her being in the public eye, how she felt under pressure, how she needed to be
You're right. You're right.
an all-American bitch. Wow.
It does actually
Wow.
say here on Genius, it explores the contradictions inherent in American culture, which places and promotes unattainable ideals for women to achieve, rife with double standards. So, yeah, I really liked that
Yeah, I
song.
really liked that
I really
one.
liked that. So I'm actually pretty sure the next song is Bad Idea, right?
And then we have Vampire. So we've listened to both of those, so you can check our other video out. Interesting. Bad Idea, Vampire. Okay, so the next song that we haven't heard is Lacey. Oh, I was excited for this one.
My assumption right now is like where probably most of our assumptions have gone. I'm thinking lacy, I'm thinking like lingerie, I'm thinking sexy, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe that's not where everyone's mind's going.
I was thinking of it as a name.
Oh yeah, well, yes. No, it's the guitars. It's the guitars.
Another plucky guitar? Stop.
Lacy, oh lacy, skin like puff pastry.
Yeah.
Aren't you the sweetest thing on this side of hell?
This is so
Dear
good.
angel Lacy, eyes white as daisies. Did I ever tell you that I'm not doing well? Ooh, I care, like perfume that you wear. I linger all the time, watching it in plain sight. Ooh, I try, but it takes over my life. I see you everywhere, sweetest torture. What could bear? Smart.
She was saying some interesting things
Yeah,
there.
she was.
That I'm like, is it a person or is it like a figment of her imagination or like what's going on
Yeah.
here? So she said, Lacey, oh Lacey, skin like puff pastry. Aren't you the sweetest thing on this side of hell? That intrigued me. Dear Angel Lacey, eyes white as daisies. Did I ever tell you I'm not doing hell. And then the next bit was the chorus.
Is it interesting that she said hell and then angel?
Yes.
Okay, and then the chorus. Oh my God.
I care, like perfume that you wear. I linger all the time, watching, hidden in plain sight.
I care, like perfume that you wear, I linger. So she is lingering like the perfume. Interesting. Okay, yep.
But it takes over my life. I see you everywhere. The sweetest torture one could bear.
I have no idea.
I have absolutely no idea what she's talking about.
We must have to keep listening to fathom.
Yeah.
Charlotte Bardot reincarnated Lamar. She was the greatest thing to ever exist. Ooh, I care. Like ribbons in your hair, my stomach's all in knots. You got the one thing I want. Ooh, I try to rationalize people are people, but it's like you're made of angel dust.
That's offensive.
Lacy, oh Lacy, it's like you're out to get me. You poison every little thing that I do. Lacy, oh Lacy, I just loathe you lately. And I despise my jealous eyes and how hard they fell for you. Yeah, I despise my rotten mind and how much it worships you.
Can I just say, I feel like her vocals sounded really different in that song, and I think that they sounded really good.
Really good.
Like this was very different.
Sonically, I loved it. I feel like the pluckiness of the guitar and her vocals and like the harmonies that came in around the bridge was so nice, but I actually don't think I fathom what she's saying to me.
No, Olivia addresses someone named Lacy with admiration and jealousy, describing Lacy's allure and influence as both enchanting and tormenting. But like, who is Lacy? And I said before, I'm like, is this like a figment of her imagination?
Yeah,
or
like,
something?
or like another side of her.
Yeah, I thought that for
Her
a
alter
moment.
ego?
Yeah, like, is this a side of her that like sometimes she feels like it's like that voice in her head that like boosts her up, but then sometimes it's the voice in her head that like tears her down or like tells her she's not good enough, or like,
It says here, while not confirming by any primary source, it's possible that Olivia is talking about fellow pop star and actress Sabrina Carpenter. Both young, Bardot and Carpenter are similar with blondes and similar bodies and figure shapes. Carpenter notably recreated Bardot's iconic image playing cards.
okay. I mean, look, I'll be honest. If Genius is trying to say that this is like a reinterpretation of her feelings towards Sabrina Carpenter, I'm like, then is it a stretch to think it's a reinterpretation of her feelings towards Taylor Swift?
I was just thinking that.
It's like that inspiration, but then also if there's been a rift between them with everything that happened, like, is it also, it's like reflecting on like how inspired she is by this person, but also like the shit that went down. That's interesting to consider. Imaginary
we
person.
don't really like to talk about the drama or the speculations of what, went on with Taylor and Olivia. Obviously, we love Taylor Swift. I was saying to Emily this morning that, if there was some sort of rift that's happened between them, I would be surprised if that doesn't come out in her music in some way, because I can imagine that would have been an extremely difficult thing for her to process.
Yeah.
Considering how much she loved Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It's interesting that this song is extremely vague.
Yes.
And very much about her emotions around actually quite complicated emotions,
Yes.
right? Like almost like this love-hate.
Yes. Yes. Lacy, oh Lacy, it's like you're out to get me. You poison every little thing that I do. Lacy, oh Lacy, I just loathe you lately, and I despise my jealous eyes and how hard they fell for you. Yeah, I despise my rotten mind and how much it worships you. is that lyric, like, you poison every little thing that I do. Like, I feel like, you know, if this is what this narrative is in this song, it's like, I wonder if that's almost like a comment on the fact that, like, every interview I get asked about you, it's like you poison every little thing that I do. It's like you're always looming over everything that I do.
I can't escape that now.
I can't escape you. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That's a really interesting song. I'm also just intrigued to see, like, how other people interpret it.
Wow.
You know, like, how do you guys interpret that song? Like, even outside of that whole situation, like, what was your initial feelings and takeaway from that? Because I think I was initially quite confused. And I still am. Okay. What is next?
Ballad of a Homeschool Girl.
Oh, yeah, we were intrigued by this one. We know, obviously, before Sour, she was doing, like, High School Musical, the musical series or whatever. And it's like,
and
you know.
she got pulled out of school.
She got pulled out of school.
Yeah, she did.
So this is going to be interesting. That chorus, like, kind of ended, but then she kind of kept going. That was not what I was expecting. This is cool. I like this.
I don't know how I feel.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That actually makes sense for you. I guess I don't think sonically it's your vibe. In the chorus, she said, I broke a glass, I tripped and fell. I told secrets I shouldn't tell. I stumbled over all my words. I made it weird. I made it worse. Each time I step outside, it's social suicide. Social suicide, want to curl up and die. It's social suicide. I guess I'm just getting a general sense of, like, I feel like I don't fit in. I'm guessing she feels like an outsider because she didn't have that, like, high school experience,
it's
right?
like being in awkward situations.
Yeah, so she just feels like she doesn't get it. She doesn't fit in. She feels like no one wants her around or whatever.
I talked to the top guy, swore I was his type. Guess that he was making out with boys at the bar. Everything to do is tragic.
Oh, I like this verse.
Yeah, me too.
Morning after I panic.
Okay, no, I actually really like the melody of the chorus.
I am loving this song. I am actually loving this song.
That guitar?
Okay, yeah. I was like, what's that beat? Yeah. I really like the vibes of that song. I really like that.
Wow, that definitely grew on me as I listened. I don't feel like there's any lyrics that I'm like, oh my god, that's the most fucked up lyric I've ever heard, but I feel like the melodies in that song.
The melodies
was
were really
cool.
good.
Yeah. I shouldn't tell.
That's
and then she
a
does do
good
it differently.
melody.
Yeah, that
I really like.
Okay, so the next one is called Making the Bed.
Okay. Making the bed.
Wanted so I got it, did it so it's done. Another thing I ruined, I used to do for fun. Another piece of plastic I could just throw away. Another conversation with nothing good to say. I thought it so I said it, took it cause I can. Another day pretending I'm older than I am. Another perfect moment, it doesn't feel like
like that. She's kind of like,
I made my bed and I lay in it. Like,
yeah,
I'm
she's kind of like the shitty things that are happening in my life, like I'm doing.
Yeah.
Want it, so I got it. Did it, so it's done. Another thing I ruined, I used to do for fun.
Yeah, I think
lyric.
she's talking about her fame mainly, because she's like complaining about her fame, but she's like, it's me that's making the bed, like I did it. She ruined for fun her songwriting.
I agree. When I just reading that line back, that's sort of where I went to. It's like another thing I ruined. I used to do fun. She used to write songs for fun, and now it feel ruined for her because it's become like a job. Or another day pretending I'm older than I am. Another perfect moment that doesn't feel like mine. Another thing I forced to be a sign. That is interesting. 'Cause another perfect moment that doesn't feel like mine, I think, is like a super relatable lyric, because I think it's a real universal experience that like we can look forward to things that like feel really exciting, but then when you're in that moment, it's like you can't grasp that you're actually there. Like it's so hard to be present and in the moment when good things do happen to us.
And another day pretending I'm older than I am, I feel like that comes with fame as well, like having to be so much more mature for her age.
What does she say in the chorus?
Well, sometimes I feel like I don't want to be where I am. Getting drunk at a club with my fair weather friends. Fair weather friends. Interesting.
I take that as being like they're not around when shit gets bad, like the bad weather happens. They're only around when the good happens.
The fair weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
She follows that with push away the people that know me best.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's me who's been making the bed. Like I'm picking the wrong people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so tired of being the girl that I am. Every good thing has turned into something I dread. And I'm playing the victim so well in my head, but it's me who's been making the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense. It's a really good song, actually. Just that concept. It's me who's making the bed, and it's me who's... I create my life every day. I make these choices.
Yeah.
She's looking at her choices that she makes each day, and she's like, okay, why do I feel this way? What am I doing to kind of self-sabotage in a way?
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
It's very self-reflective, which I like as well.
Every night I wake up from this one recurring dream. Driving through the city, the brakes go out on me. I can't stop at the red light, can't swerve off the road. Write some words 'cause my life feels so out of control. And I tell someone I love them, just as a distraction. You tell me that they love me, like I'm some tourist attraction. And changing my machinery, and I just let it happen. And got the things I wanted, it's just not what I imagined. Sometimes I feel like I don't.
Oh, I love that drop into the chorus. That's
that
good.
verse, absolutely about like the fame and the success.
I liked how it was, she was using the car and the driving as like a metaphor for that because of like driver's license as well.
It felt like a throwback. Yeah.
Every night I wake up from this one recurring dream where I'm driving through the city and the brakes go out on me. I can't stop at the red light and I can't swerve off the road. I read somewhere it's because my life feels like
it's so out of control. Right, so she's having this recurring dream, and the deeper meaning of it is that. Interesting. I do feel like this is something that so many like young people who shoot to fame at a very early age feel like their life is just completely out of control.
It's relatable on all aspects, I think, because it's also just like an anxiety thing as well. Like when you feel so out of control, like you have these reoccurring dreams. They're changing my machinery. And I just let it happen. That's an interesting lyric. My machinery. Like, maybe even like that kind of reminds me of like how she has had to change like in media training and stuff. Like how she's had to talk differently or behave differently or even talk about her idols differently.
She doesn't feel like she can actually stand up and be like, this is not who I am.
No.
Because the more she says, the more she adds fuel to the fire. The best thing is sometimes to just ignore what the media and the public are saying. She can't control
her image fully.
Yes.
So how can they possibly know
Thank
her?
you. That was a better summary.
Making the bed, pull the sheets over my head. Making a bed.
I do feel like so far in this album, I am definitely feeling like there is a theme of the spilling her guts. Like she's definitely being very vulnerable. And it is feeling like it's tying in well with this whole concept of like a darker, sour.
Yeah. The next one is called Logical. Oh, another piano.
I fell for you like water falls from the February sky. But now the current's stronger. I couldn't get out if I tried, but you convinced me, baby. It was all in my mind. And now you got me thinking 2 + 2 = 5, and I'm the love of your life. 'Cause if rain don't pour and sun don't shine, and changing you is possible. No, love is never logical.
Yes.
Oh, I love how she starts the chorus with, and now you got me thinking 2 + 2 = 5, and I'm the love of your life. That was really cool. I like that, the way that flowed, and also just like, you've got me so, you know, you fooled me so good that you think
She
I
started the
believe
song
that.
with master manipulator. It's
Yeah.
almost like you've manipulated me so much that like I
Yeah.
don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
2 + 2 might equal 5.
Exactly.
I
And I'm the
don't
love of your
know.
life.
Yeah. If these things are untrue, then maybe I have a chance of changing you.
Because if rain don't pour and sun don't shine, then changing you is possible. Okay, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
No love is never logical.
I love that that's the message that it's being wrapped up in, because that's so true no matter what
so true.
circumstance you're in.
Yeah.
No matter how much you can see that something's wrong for you, or
Yeah.
like even if you're not in a situation where you feel like someone's manipulating you, like kind of like what she's described in these verses, love is never logical. It is entirely based on emotion, and it's so hard to detach how you feel about something and someone from like
No, you're right.
maybe
so good.
what is like actually happening in
good.
reality or physically.
I also like the lyric, I fell for you like waterfalls from the February sky.
That is concerning imagery.
Yeah.
I love that lyric.
And because
what
like,
the hell?
I guess February for them is winter.
Guess love is never logical. Sky is green, grass is red.
Add-on chorus.
You mean all those words you said. I'm sure that girl is really your friend. Problems are all solvable.
Guitar.
Loving you is loving every argument you held over my head. Brought up the girls you could have instead. Said I was too young, I was too soft. Can't take a joke, can't get you off. Why do we do this? I look so stupid thinking 2 + 2 = 5.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wait.
That was an add-on chorus.
Loved
And
that
then
add-on
the
chorus
sky
too,
is
because it was
green.
more of that stuff that should be like logical, but she's
Yeah.
saying it's not, right?
The sky is green, the grass is red,
Yeah.
and you mean all the words you said.
Yeah.
Because
That-
loving you is loving every, and then it went,
No, that was fucked. Argument you held over my head. Brought up the girls you could have instead. Fuck. Guys? Said I was too young. I was too soft. Can't take a joke. Can't get you off. Oh, why do I do this? I look so stupid. No, that was a fucked up bridge. I do think that there is something in Vampire about their age gap, right? So I do think that maybe it is
Yeah.
about the same person
Yeah.
with the said I was too young.
no, that bridge was so offensive.
No,
the
the
way
bridge- that bridge was very offensive.
That was so good.
Thinking 2 + 2 = 5. I'm the love of your life. Logical, love is never logical. I know I'm half responsible, and that makes me feel horrible. Logical, love is never logical at all.
Oh, I love that outro.
That was a really fucked up outro.
Yeah, that
I
was
really
really
liked
good.
that.
I think that was like doing extra for the song. That really brought a lot
Yeah.
of extra having that.
Yeah.
And like she's saying, I know that half of it is me, and that
Yeah.
makes me feel so
Horrible. I think she said, part of me is responsible. I know I'm half responsible, and that makes me feel horrible.
I think this song coming after Sour makes a lot of sense because there's so much like heartbreak explored on that album, and now she's kind of being like, oh, it happens again because love is never logical. Like, it's hard to grasp that concept. Like, she feels like she should know better at this point, but then she's exploring this logical theme, which I think makes a lot of sense for that maturing as well.
Yes, I agree. And I also think it's interesting that she has ended this song with that lyric about being half responsible, because I think it ties in, especially with that last song that we heard, with this, like, you know, she's taking a lot of accountability for things that are happening in her life.
Totally. Okay, the next one is called Get Him Back! Exclamation mark.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if it's going to be like get him back, as in like back together, or if it's like get him back.
Yeah, like revenge.
Yeah, revenge. I kind of hope it's...
I hope it's revenge.
Yeah.
Especially if it's this vampire dude.
1, 2, 3. Wait, is this the song with the drums?
I met a guy in the summer and I left him in the spring. He argued with me about everything. He had an ego and a temper and a wandering eye. He said he's 6'2" and I'm a dude, nice try. But he was so much fun and he had such weird friends. And he would take us out to parties and the night would never end. Another song, another club, another bar, another dance. And when he said something wrong, he just brought me to France. So I miss him some nights when I'm feeling depressed. Till I remember every time he made a pass on my friend. Do I love him? Do I hate him?
That backing vocals.
Up and down, if I had to choose, I would say it right now.
Oh,
It's
it's
a kind of
She wants to get him back, and she
And
wants
she wants to
revenge.
get him back.
She just wants something.
This has such a cool vibe.
Oh, I
what
love
the fuck
that.
is happening in this song? This is so cool. I like this.
Sonically, I really like this
Yeah,
song.
same. This is good. I really, really like this.
It's a bit more fun and cheeky. It's kind of really
Yeah.
fitting nicely into Bad Idea as well.
Yeah, and I think that we needed this a little
Yeah.
after.
The last two.
Well, you know, Lacey, Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl, Making the Bed, and Logical.
Oh, you're right.
Were all kind of heavy.
Yeah.
You know, like they weren't light topics.
No, you're right. We haven't had a light one
So
since
we
Bad
kind of-
Idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met a guy in the summer and I left him in the spring. He argued with me about everything. He had an ego and a temper and a wandering eye.
Yeah.
He said he's 6'2" and I'm like, dude, nice try. I like that.
Wait, an ego and a temper and a wandering eye. Wow.
Yeah.
That is a
a trio.
series of red flags.
Yep.
A trio of red flags.
Trio of red flags. He was so much fun and he had such weird friends and he would take us out to parties and the night would never end. Another song, another club, another bar, another dance. And when he said something wrong, he'd just
Fly me to France.
he'd just fly me to France.
Wow.
So I miss
living
him
it up
some
with this
nights
guy.
when I'm feeling depressed till I remember every time he made a pass on my friend.
Ew.
That's
this
disgusting.
Guy's fucking frightful.
Yeah, absolutely frightful. Do I love
thinking
him?
it's
Do
the
I
same
hate
guy as
him?
Red
I guess
Hat.
it's up and down. If I had to choose, I would say it right now. I want to get him back. I want to make him really jealous, want to make him feel bad. Oh, I want to get him back. Because then again, I really miss him and it makes me real sad. I want sweet revenge and I want him again.
Yeah.
I want to
it's
get him
both.
back.
How
That's really
intriguing.
cool.
I like
Never
that.
could have thought it was both.
These letters and I throw them in the trash, cause I miss the way he kisses and the way he made me laugh. Yeah, I pour my little heart out, but as it
this is
gets
offensive.
said, I picture all the faces and my disappointed friends, because everyone knew all of the shit that he do. But I am my father's daughter, maybe I could fix him.
She's referenced like fixing him and like making him different in like multiple songs now, which is kind of interesting.
And there being other girls.
Yeah, that sound was so cool in that verse.
That was so cool. I
And
loved that.
That whole bit coming into the chorus was really nostalgic with the drums kicked in. Like,
His car, I wanna make him one to get him back. I wanna break his heart to get him back. And be the one to stitch it up. Wanna kiss his face with an uppercut. I wanna leave his mom.
that's so cool.
Just to tell her something. I wanna key his car. I wanna take him lunch. I wanna break it
contradictions.
Yeah,
I love
this
that.
is so good.
So good. I swear she said something like, I want to meet his mum just to tell him how shit he is.
Yeah. How much he sucks or whatever it was that she said.
Oh my god, these are all amazing. I want to break his heart just so I can stitch it back up.
I
love this energy.
This is a deeply offensive
Yeah.
bridge. Want to kiss his face with an uppercut.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to meet his mum just to tell her son sucks.
Yeah.
And then she starts repeating that again. And then
Yeah.
obviously all in the background that whole time it's I want to get him back. She's saying I want to get him back, but then I want to get him back. I want to key his car. I want to get him back.
Yeah.
I want to make him lunch. But then I want to get him
back.
back.
Yeah.
I want to break his heart, but then I want to get him back.
Yeah.
Then be the one to stitch it up, but then I want to get him
Yes.
back. I want to get him back, but then I want to get him back. That's what she's saying. That's so sweet. Oh, I think that's my favorite so far.
Oh my god, I love
That is
that.
my favorite song on this album so far. I think, and then the first one. What was the first one again?
Oh,
what was that song?
All American
Bitch.
No, I
Fuck,
loved that
was a good
one.
song.
I loved that one. I really liked how there was a lot of ambience in there, like almost like she had friends with her, right? Like getting back,
Yes.
like there's like a crowd kind of energy where
Yes.
like where the guitar came in, which kind of reminded me of when she does that in Good For You. It's like Good For You, and that she ships it back to the guitar.
Yes,
and then
yes.
like the production kicks back in. I
Yes.
love it when that vibe happens.
So good. That was
Oh my god, Love Is Embarrassing is next, and I'm so excited for this one.
Love is embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It actually kind of is.
What is happening?
It actually kind of is. Oh, I'm so intrigued to see what like
the
angle
take
she's
is.
kind of taking here.
Same. Oh, wow.
Told my friends you were the one after I'd known you like a month, and then you kissed a girl from high school. I stayed in bed for like a week when you said space was what you need. Waited
Oh, I like the sound.
goddamn fool. And now it don't think I love fucking embarrassing. Just why did I crucify myself? First up with some string loser who's not mentioning my God. Love's embarrassing as hell.
Okay,
Oh,
I think I
okay,
immediately
yes.
understand this one.
That this is an easy one to
Yeah.
understand. I love that she is actually kind of saying things that like are so embarrassing when you
Yes.
reflect back on them.
Yes.
Like I told my friends you were the one after I'd known you like a month, and then you kissed some girl from high school. That's
So embarrassing. Yeah.
And I stayed in bed for like a week when you said space was what you need, waited by my phone like a goddamn fool. Why are we so embarrassing? Why are we so embarrassing? And now it don't mean a thing. God loves fucking embarrassing. Just
Yeah.
watch as I crucify myself for some
Yeah.
weird second string loser who's not worth mentioning. My God loves embarrassing as hell.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
it
she's
is.
not wrong.
No,
She's
it is.
not
It's so
wrong.
embarrassing. I think about this all the time.
It's
when
so
I,
embarrassing.
If I like have a crush on someone and I like think about them, I'm like, ew, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? That is so.
I know. When you come like
Embarrassing.
outside of yourself, it's like you like looking down on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like,
What are you
ew.
doing?
I love this melody.
Oh my god, that melody!
That melody is so illegal.
No,
I
the
love
hook
it.
is illegal.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
Nah. Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
good.
it's so good.
That's
It's so
good
good.
shit.
No,
That is good.
it's a
That
very
bridge-
good
Ah,
chorus.
That was all illegal.
That was so good. Oh my god.
Wow.
That might be top 5 for me as well.
Oh, yeah. The next one is called The Grudge.
Okay. We could start getting a bit more into some shit again.
I wonder if she's holding the grudge.
There's nightmares each week about that Friday in May. One phone call from you and my entire world was changed. Trust that you betrayed, confusion that still lingers. Took everything I loved and crushed it in between your fingers. And I doubt you ever think about the damage that you did, but I hold on to every detail like my life depends on it. My undying love, now I hold it like a grudge. Now I hear your voice every time that I think I'm not enough. And I try to be tough, but I wanna scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care, I say that I'm fine, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong. The arguments that I've won against you in my head.
Oh, that was the end of the chorus, I think. But did she say grudge?
Yeah, she did in like did she say it? She might have said it before. Yeah, she said it in the first verse.
Okay, I'm going to need you to read that. That was a lot.
Okay. I have nightmares each week about that Friday in May. One phone call from you and my entire world changed. Trust that you betrayed, confusion that still lingers, took everything I loved and crushed it in between your fingers. And I doubt you ever think about the damage that you did, but I hold on to every detail like my life depends on it. My undying love, now I hold it like a grudge. Now I hear your voice every time I think I'm not enough. And I try to be tough, but I want to scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care. I say that I'm fine. But you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong.
Oh, I really like this concept because so far, like, I do feel like it's not necessarily about a love, and I think that that's a really like relatable kind of concept just in general, right? Like anyone that you could feel like has betrayed you and you're holding a grudge against it. Like I think that that's actually a really relatable song, and I also think for her age as well, it's really relatable. Like I think that as you grow older, you do become a little bit more, I don't know, you work through being able to let go of grudges, and I think that that's a process. But it's really hard to get there. She just said, like, you know, like forgiving takes strength, but I don't feel strong. So like that's a really
I like that. It's really
Makes
vulnerable.
sense.
It's like I'm really trying to get there, and I see that maybe the best thing for me to do is to get to that place of forgiveness, but also I'm like right in the thick of feeling this.
Yeah.
And I can't necessarily get there right now.
No, in our heart, hurt people, and we both drew blood, but man, those cuts were never equal, and I try to be tough, but I wanna scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care, I say that I'm fine, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so.
Oh, this chorus is different. She's like going up and like it's building. I wonder
It
if
feels a
it's
lot
gonna
more
be-
emotional. Like she's really packing that into
she's
this
really
chorus.
good at doing that, actually. Like
Yeah.
she does that in Driver's License as in
Yes.
and in Vampire. Like
Yes.
it's, her emotions build so well with the song.
Yeah.
You must be insecure. You must be so unhappy. And I know in my heart, hurt people. I thought she said her people, and I'm like, whose people?
Oh, yeah,
Hurt
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah. And we both drew blood, but man, those cuts were never equal. That's a great lyric.
That is a good lyric.
Yeah.
But I don't feel strong.
That little guitar.
Do you think I deserve it all? If flowers filled with vitriol, and that's fine. But you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I'm not quite sure I'm there yet. It takes strength to forgive, but
Wow. That was really good. I feel like those end lyrics are kind of reminding me of themes that she explored like on Lacey, like being like, I still like, you know, I still kind of like worship you, or like
Yes, yeah, she kind of changed it at the end to be like, I still love you, or whatever. What does she say? You're still everything to me.
Yeah, still everything to me. Yeah, but even after this, you're still everything to me.
Interesting.
That bridge was nice, really like beautiful and airy, and oh, I love that she ends it on but. It takes, you know, it takes strength to give, but I'm not quite sure I'm there yet. It takes strength to forgive, but
Yeah,
it's like
I like that.
open-ended.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
She might forgive.
Yeah. This
She might
feeling
find that
has not, it's almost like the song's not ended. Like this
No.
feeling is not over.
She's
We're
still working through the grudge.
Yeah.
The next song is called Pretty Isn't Pretty, and I'm also really excited about this because I'm kind of wondering if it's going to continue to explore that theme that she started in All American Bitch of being like, I don't know, like maybe like what society expects of women.
Yeah.
And like,
Okay, I like that.
and like that pretty isn't actually pretty. Like
Yes.
having to be pretty is
Like there's an
really-
ugliness
yeah, there's
to
an
how
ugliness.
women feel like they have to present
Yeah.
themselves as pretty because of all the
Yes.
shit that like, and the pressure and okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. It's true.
bought a bunch of makeup, trying to cover up my face. I started to skip lunch, stopped eating cake on birthdays. Bought a new prescription to try and stay calm, 'cause there's always something missing. There's always something in the mirror that I think looks wrong. Pretty isn't pretty enough. What do you do? Everybody's keeping it up. Do you think it's you? I could change my body and change my face. I could try every lipstick and every shade. That's what I say. This pretty isn't pretty enough.
When you watch this back, when you're editing it, you're gonna see the concernment on my face.
okay. Good. I'm glad
Because I
this is dancing.
am deeply concerned
Oh, I
by
am also
this song.
sonically
Immediately.
immediately to the top.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, I agree.
Immediately. This is offensive.
Oh.
I think she was kind of saying what you said.
Yeah, I love the concept. It definitely feels like pretty isn't pretty. It's all of this.
It's so relatable,
It's so
so
relatable.
relatable.
It's so relatable.
Bought a bunch of makeup trying to cover up my face. I started to skip lunch, stopped eating cake on birthdays.
Oh, no.
I bought a new
That's a bit
prescription
triggering.
to try and stay calm because there's always something missing. There's always something in the mirror that I
Yeah.
think looks wrong.
Yeah.
This is so fucking relatable.
No, totally.
When pretty isn't pretty enough, what do you do? And everybody's keeping it up, so you think it's you. I could change up my body and change up my face. I could try every lipstick and every shade, but
love
I'd
that.
always feel the same because pretty isn't pretty enough anyway. So true. And isn't that such a thing? Like, obviously, like the way things are like marketed to us, like you see a model in a dress, you're like, oh my God.
She looks
if
so
I
good,
buy
yeah.
that dress, like subconsciously, like obviously I'm not actually consciously thinking this, but like on a subconscious level, you're like, she looks so cool in that dress
Yeah.
with the way that this has been shot and everything.
Yeah.
If I own that dress, I will look just as cool.
Yeah.
And then you put it on you and you're like,
And it's still me.
ew.
Sometimes I look around, I'm like, oh my God, I just keep wanting more. And
Yeah.
it doesn't feel any better. And that's where you gotta, you know, take a look at in the head what's happening because This is such a relatable concept for all of the girls right now.
It's also like, yeah, you gotta look into the head, but you've also gotta look at society and be like, what the fuck are you doing to me?
Yeah.
Because you're not just thinking this because you're the problem.
No.
You're thinking this because the world has been created that. This is a fucked up song.
Yeah,
this is a fucked up song.
Sonically, it feels like we're cruising down the highway.
I love
and
it.
The wind is in my hair.
No, the melody of the first verse, and you're right. The whole vibe, the fucking guitar, it does. It feels like a driving song or something.
It's a pretty song.
You're right.
It's a shitty magazine that's not for my time. It's the boys are really bad. It's all the time. I don't know why I even try when please isn't dreaming on. I could change my body and change my face. I could try to wear lipstick in every shade. All of
Oh, it's a fade. Ow! Wow, go the fuck off, Dan. With your fade.
My god, that was actually deeply.
I'm just
deeply,
assuming
deeply
that every
offensive.
song is Dan and Olivia because that's
Oh,
the
same.
duo. That's
Yeah,
just
we
the
haven't
duo.
even discussed that, but I am also assuming the same. Help, I need to read every single lyric. I try to ignore it, but it's everything I see. It's on the poster on the wall. It's in the shitty magazines. It's in my phone. It's in my head. It's in the boys I bring to bed.
Oh, that was fucked up.
It's all around. It's all the
was fucked
time. I don't know why I even try.
No.
Help!
Help. Wow, she's really saying it.
She is.
She's
And then in the
really saying
bridge,
it.
she said, and I bought all the clothes that they told me to buy. I chased some dumb ideal my whole fucking life. And none of it matters and none of it ends. You just feel like shit over and over again.
She said it all.
I mean,
She said it all. Look, I love being a girl. Okay, but this is the other side of it.
This is what, if you are a man, you're not allowed to listen to this song.
This song is
because
not
you'll
for you.
never
This song
get
is
it.
not for you.
You'll never get it. This one
No, it's
is
for
for the
the
girlies.
girls.
This one is for the girlies.
I feel like she kind of did this with Jealousy.
Yeah.
On Sour, I feel like she really spelt out like that feeling of being like she's looking around and capturing that like universal feeling that we all kind of have sometimes.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's done it again here with this one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, so in my head, I just need to say.
Yeah, please.
In my head, I'm going, get him back.
Yeah.
Maybe this song, Pretty Isn't Pretty.
Yeah.
I can't decide between that and All American Bitch. They are both number 2 and number 3.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at in terms of my top 3.
Okay, yeah, I love that. I think that this is Pretty Isn't Pretty, Making the Bed, All American Bitch.
Oh, but Love is Embarrassing was
Oh
good
yeah,
too.
Love is Embarrassing. Was
Help!
I can't
We still
remember
have
that.
one more song.
I can't even remember what that one sounds
I
like.
know,
but I know
I
it was
know.
good. I know
It's
it was
so
good.
hard,
Wait,
so-
guys, wait, can I just say, getting to know an album is so fun.
It's
Oh my
so much
God.
fun.
Like,
You're right.
you just listen to a song once that you don't like fathom,
Yeah.
and then like you listen to it again and you're like, oh my God, I loved this about it, and then you just.
Yeah.
No, if people don't like listen to albums and songs until like they know every little detail, like I just
I don't
can't
know. I don't
relate.
understand and I don't relate.
Like, and it's like getting to know a person. It's like
You need to listen to
my
albums in
God.
order to. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
am such an album bitch. Like, albums are fun. There's
Yeah.
a point in how they're laid out. Like, this is why
So much
listening
more
to
fun than a
vinyl is so
song.
much fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to listen to an album the way it was intended to be listened to. And I prefer that to a playlist. I'm
yeah,
not
same.
really a playlist girly. Sometimes.
We're album girlies.
We're album girlies, yeah. And we
Anyway.
still have one more song.
Yeah.
Teenage Dream, Katy Perry. What the fuck's up?
Yeah, and obviously Brutal started with Where's My Fucking Teenage Dream? Not the song, but like in the
Yeah.
song somewhere,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
the opener of
Yeah.
Sour.
Yeah.
And now she's closing this album with Teenage Dream. So
Yeah.
that's quite intriguing. I wonder.
This could be another maybe fame song,
Yeah.
like, oh, my teenage dream is not what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
That's my guess currently.
Yeah. I have chills.
Oh, that's not what I thought she was gonna do. She's basically, I feel like she's kind of saying like I'm not what you wanted me to be.
Yeah, let's fathom exactly what she said there at the beginning.
Yeah. When am I going to stop being wise beyond my years and just start being wise?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When am I going to stop being a pretty young thing to guys?
Yeah. Ugh.
When am I going to stop being great for my age and just start being good? When will it stop being cool to be quietly misunderstood?
When will it stop being cool?
Fuck, okay.
That reminds me of Nothing New. Sorry, where she says, will it no longer be cute when I'm crying in my room? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That kind of concept.
Yeah. I'll blow out the candles, happy birthday to me. Got your whole life ahead of you. You're only 19. But I fear that they already got all the best parts of me. And I'm sorry that I couldn't always be your teenage dream. Yeah, it's interesting because the verse she's kind of saying like, these are the ways in which I presented better than maybe I wanted to be. Like I couldn't, like I kind of was playing into your teenage dream kind of thing. Like
it's actually quite an interesting song. I think I'm getting more of like a Nothing New kind of energy. Like when she says, I fear that they've already got the best of me. Like maybe she's kind of fearing like, will I ever just be wise? Will I ever just be good? Or is it always going to be good for my age because I am young and I'm successful, and maybe once I'm not in this teenage phase anymore, I won't be anymore. That's what I'm kind of getting from it. But
yeah. Okay.
Your teenage dream. They all say that it gets better. It gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better. It gets better, but what if I don't know? They all say that it gets better. It gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better. It gets better, but what if I don't know? They all say that it gets better. It gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better.
oh, it's her as a young.
Yeah, you know, that like bridge or whatever it was, that whole outro thing, like which like they all say that it gets better, but what if I don't? That is kind of giving me more like Nothing New vibes, like what you were saying, kind of like I'm scared this is it.
I think that's mainly what I'm getting from it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Wow, the build at the end was, I think, really fitting. Like with the tying in the rest of the album, it kind of reminded me of like a bit of like a Happier Than Ever moment.
You're right. Yeah, that's a great comparison.
Maybe not quite.
Yeah. No, that was interesting. I think that there's a lot of layers to this song that I need to go away and fathom. You know,
fear of losing that youth, and therefore not actually being able to be taken. Like once you have to be taken seriously, not being good enough to be taken seriously. Like
absolutely,
that fear around that.
Yes,
yeah, it's really an interesting song.
Yeah.
But and I'm sorry that I couldn't always be your teenage dream is an interesting lyric. She says, Genius says these lines strongly parallel to Olivia's track.
I get it.
Brutal.
I get it. I think when we heard the first chorus, I'm thinking like, whilst I was, like, I'm turning 19, I'm about to leave my teens. I'm sorry that during my teenage years, I couldn't always be that for you. But I think what she's actually saying is, like, I'm sorry that I won't be a teenager forever. Somebody that you can have empathy for and have allowances for, or make excuses for why I am the way that I am. I'm sorry that I won't always be that teenager, because I'm going to get to a point where I'm an adult and you're going to look at me like I'm just some sort of sad adult that doesn't fucking get it, or
like
whatever.
Your teenage dream, like someone who kind of represents your emotions in your journey and like connects with you for feeling like you're just kind of going through it.
Yeah, and like right now I am a teenager, so right now I am your teenage dream, but guess what? I'm getting older. I can't always be your teenage dream.
Yeah, that's
which is the way you're viewing me right now. I think that's what she's trying to say with that line. I didn't fathom that at first.
Oh, it's such a great tie back into Brutal, her saying, where's my fucking teenage dream? And if someone says, enjoy your youth one more time, I'm gonna cry.
Yes.
It says here, teenage dream reflects on the complex journey of growing up and the pressures that come with it. In the lyrics, she contemplates the expectation and standards society places on young people, and Olivia expresses her fears about losing the best parts of herself as she matures. Teenage dream is a heartfelt reflection on the challenges and anxieties of growing up.
When this song first started, and it was like the slower, just kind of piano sort of vibes, my first thought, which I shouldn't have made an assumption, but my first thought was, I started thinking about how I actually think unless your name is New Year's Day or Clean, I don't love albums that end on like a slow piano note. And I feel that way about Sour.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
And I feel that way about like Wonder Woman on Endless Summer Vacation. And I feel that way, I'm pretty sure, on Gracie's album as well.
What about Hoax?
Oh, unless you're Hoax. Oh, no. But anyway, where I'm going with this is that I have corrected myself, because not only did that obviously pick up sonically and get like really angry and whatever, like sort of in the middle there. So it wasn't just what I thought it was going to be on face value. So I do like that. But I also think that this is actually a really fucking good choice as an album closer for the album that she releases. As this is, I mean, how old is she? She's 20, right? She's not even 19 anymore, right?
No.
She is not a teenager anymore.
Yeah.
Like this
is her
this
end
is the
movie.
end.
Yeah.
Like this song has to be the end
And I wonder
of those years for her.
Those two albums are kind of paired together for that reason. And then she'll embark on a new adventure.
Yes, you're right.
I feel like it had elements of every song in the production throughout the whole album, so it really wrapped it up really nicely.
Yeah.
Okay, that is Guts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Overall, I
think it's a really
love this album. Yeah. And I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for being able to like come back with a really good second record. Obviously, this album has come out today. I have no idea how like you guys are receiving it, so please let us know in the comments down below.
I think that, you know, she did have the guts. She had the guts to keep coming back and putting herself out there after her sky, you know, rocket to fame. So yeah, I'm definitely proud of her as well, and I'm so glad that she's continuing to write songs, because it's very obvious that she's extremely talented.
She was born to do this. Guess we'll see you soon for another video.
Love you guys so
Love
much.
you.
Bye.
Bye.